Hello everyone, welcome to another interesting edition in Kesfem tutorials. My name is Olorunfemi Kehinde. Today we have another insightful topic for you. Follow me as we do this together. Now let's answer this question. What are the measures of central tendency? You have 30 seconds to think and answer the question in the comment section. Alright, the answer is measure of central tendency include mean, median, and mode. And we did that in our last class. So that will lead us to our topic for today, which is measures of dispersion in economics. We've been looking at some basic tools for economic analysis. We've done a table, graph, bar chart, pie chart. We've also done measure of central tendency like mean, median, and mode, which is majorly on. It's majorly on that measure middle numbers. Now let's take the meaning of measure of dispersion, the definition. Okay, our learning objectives first. By the end of this learning, students should be able to determine the mean deviation of a given data, determine the variance, and determine the standard deviation. So we have three measures of dispersion. The definition now. Measure of dispersion shows the degree of spread of numerical value in a distribution. It shows how the numbers are spread in a distribution, how close or far the numbers are from the arithmetic mean, which is noted by X bar. And we have three of them, that's mean deviation, variance, and standard deviation. Measure of dispersion can also be called measure of variability. So we are going to start with the first one, which is range. Range. Range is the difference between the highest and the lowest number. That is the difference between the maximum number and lowest number in a set of data. Let's look at this example. Find the range in the following data. We have 12, 10, 8, 7, 15, 5, 7, 6, 4, and 4. When you look at it, the maximum number is 15 and the lowest number is 4. Our range will be 15 minus 4, which will give us 11. This is how to calculate range for an ungrouped data. Let's look at this. We have, this is a table that shows the daily sales of a department store for 1 week. That's from Monday to Saturday. And we can see the sales in Naira. Now you have to determine the range. So you look at it, we have 30 seconds, just look at the table, bring out the maximum number and the maximum sales and the minimum sales, look for the difference, you get your range. Alright, see the solution here. So the range is 3,500, that's the maximum sales, 3,500 naira, that's from Wednesday, minus 1,000 naira, that's the minimum. That will give us 2,500 naira. Now we have this classwork. Find the range of the following set of numbers. I will give you 20 seconds for this one. Alright, time up. Let's take the solution. The range is 12 minus 2, which will give us 10. So mark it by yourself and score yourself. You can type the answer in the comment section as well. Now, another measure of dispersion is mean deviation, and it refers to the arithmetic mean of all absolute deviations from the mean. And the formula for that is summation x minus x bar. X bar is the arithmetic mean. X here is talking about the variable, that's the number, while this is the summation. Let's look at this. I have this task for you. Calculate the mean deviation of the following values: 9, 6, 11, 4, and 10. This making use of this formula, you already know how to calculate arithmetic mean. X bar is summation x over n. So you add these 5 numbers together and divide by 5. After doing that, you now pick the numbers one after the other. 9 minus x bar, 6 minus, in that order, add the differences together and divide by 5. That's how you get your answer. For this, I will give 2 minutes to quickly finish this. Type the solution, the workings, in the comment section. Get ready to stop. Alright, time up. Let's check out the solution. We have, yes, x bar will be summation x over n, that's 4 plus 6, 10 plus 9, 19, 19 plus 10, 29. 29 plus 11 will give us 40. So our arithmetic mean is 40. 40 over 5 will give us 8. Now the mean deviation, we pick each of these numbers one by one. 4 minus 8, that's arithmetic mean, plus open bracket 6 minus 8, 9 minus 8, 10 minus 8, and plus 11 minus 8. Take note is Mean absolute deviation, we are going to take the absolute value. So we disregard the negative figure here. 4 minus 8 is minus 4. But if you take the absolute value of minus 4, it will be plus 4. So that would be 4 plus 2, 6 plus 1, 7, 7 plus 2, 9, 9 plus 3, 12. So our mean deviation will be 12 over 5, which will give us 2.4. So that's how to calculate the mean deviation for an ungrouped data. Let's look at the remaining two measures of dispersion, variance and standard deviation. Variance is a step further, is a step ahead of mean deviation. After you've gotten the summation x minus x bar, whatever is the difference, you find the square of the summation x minus x bar. So that's the arithmetic mean of the square of the deviation. While standard deviation is the square root of variance. So for variance, the formula is x bracket x minus x bar square over n. That's this one on group data. While for group data, when frequency is involved, summation f, here is frequency x minus x bar square over n. And standard deviation is the square root of variance. Let's take one example. Use one example to calculate range, mean deviation, variance, and standard deviation. Now we have a village consists of 20 households with the following annual incomes. You can see the income in dollars, $30, 40, 80 in that order. From the table, we have to determine the range, mean deviation, variance, and standard deviation. Now the first thing to do is to prepare a table. Arrange the income in ascending order, beginning with 20, 30, 40, 50, $60, 70, and 80. Now the frequency here is the number of times that each income appears. Like how many households have $20? When we count, we check line by line. We have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4. For 30, we have 1, 2. For 40, we have 1, 2. For 50, we have 1, 2 as well. For 60, we have 1, 2. 60 appears 2 times. For 70, we have 2 households, 1, 2. And for 80, 2 as well. We have 80 here and we have 80 there. When you add this together, 4 plus 2, 6. 6 plus 6, 12 plus 4, 14. 14 plus 2, 16. 16 plus 2, 18. 18 plus 2 will give us 20. Now, for the range, to get the range, that will be 80 minus 20. That's $80 minus 20, which will give us $60. And for mean deviation now, remember the formula for mean deviation is summation, and because frequency is involved, we use this column for mean, we create an additional column for mean deviation, which is summation f bracket x minus x bar over n. But we need to get x bar first, which is arithmetic mean. So we use the formula summation fx over n. So we go back to our table. 20 times 4, 80. That's fx. 20 times 2 times 30, 60. 40 times 6, 240. 50 times 2, 100. 60 times 2, 120. 70 times 2, 140. 80 times 2, 160. When you add 80 plus 60 plus 240 plus 100 plus 120 plus 140 plus 160, it will give us $900. So arithmetic mean will be 900 divided by 20, and that will give us $45. So we'll go back to this summation x minus x bar. So this will be x minus x bar, that's 20 minus 45 to give us 25. Remember, it's absolute value. Then 40 minus 45, 5, 50 minus 45, 5, 60 minus 45, 15, 70 minus 25, 70 minus 45, 25, 80 minus 45, 25. When you add these differences together, it will give us 125. Now we need to calculate, we need to create another one, that is summation. We need to find the square of this because we are also going to calculate variance. So the sum of this square of these differences, 25 square, 625, 15 square, 225, and 5 square 25, 5 square 25, 15 square we have 225, 25 square 625, 35 square in that order. Then you add this together, you add these differences together. So let's go. Having done that, so the range, like I said previously, is $80 minus 60, which will give us $20. The mean deviation 125 divided by 20, 6.25. Variance will be 2975 over 20. You see the answer here, and the square root of variance will give us this. So that's how to calculate range, mean deviation, variance, and standard deviation. With this, we have homework. Based on what you have done, you do this as homework and submit next class. Thank you for your time. Thanks for your support. I really appreciate. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Once again, I am Olorunfemi Kehinde. Thank you.